What was the most embarrassing moment of your life? When I was still young at around 13, I went to a bathroom in school and the stall was locked. A normal person would say someone is in there, but not me. My first thought was, how do you lock a bathroom stall behind you? That's not possible. So I crawled under the stall and boom, there was someone in there. A piece of me still gets cringe when I think about it. We were warming up for a track meet in 7th grade. I was a sprinter on the shorter relays. A 200m leg of an 800m relay was my best event. I was the final sprinter. I also had an upset stomach. Third leg is about to reach me and I start my trot. I feel a rumble. I extend my arm back and the baton hits my hand. I am speed incarnate. My breathing is measured. My limbs are working in perfect harmony. Calm as still water. I am a tranquil pool of glass. That is, until I shit my pants with terrible fury. I was less than a dozen steps into a 200m sprint, and with God as my witness, I was too fucking stupid to say, "This is a warm-up." I could probably duck out to the locker room and apologize. We are hosting after all. That's for cowards. I ran as fast as I could in front of God and everybody, leaving a trail of shame in my wake. Love letter sent to a girl in school, and one of her friends took it from her bag and read it out in assembly. My girlfriend's parents came for Christmas last year. They gave us matching pajamas. I know they wanted us to wear them in the night, and let's just say the trousers were a size or two too small. I went downstairs and said new pajamas and went to sit down. The entire crotch bust open, revealing my flaccid cock and gooch to my girlfriend's mom, dad, brother and sister. When I was younger, my wife, now girlfriend then, we were at a bar with some friends. I had gone to the bathroom, and when I came out I went to the bar to get a drink. Walking up I saw my GF and the bar, at least I thought it was her. Her back was to me, but they were both about the same height, similar hair and damn near the exact same outfit. It didn't help it was a dark bar and I had been drinking. Anyway, I walked up and slapped this poor girl on the ass and grabbed it. She turned around and I almost died. I couldn't apologize fast enough. I went and got my GF, told her, and brought her over to her to show I wasn't trying to be a creep. Anyway, we left and I never slap her ass in public anymore. Lesson learned. I went to fetch my ex in the airport. She didn't knew I was coming to fetch her. As every passenger came out of the gate, there were only two people left waiting, me and another guy, so we started chatting a bit. We laughed at how slow the luggage are coming out from the conveyor. He then went to the side and took a seat. My ex then came out of the automatic sliding door and she saw me with a big smile on her face. When she walked towards me, she then saw on the side there was that guy whom I talked to earlier. It was her new boyfriend. It was straight out of a movie. Fact. So, it's going to be a little long, but I need to give some context here. I was 8 or 9 at the time, and had a habit of stealing sugar cubes. Super weird, I know, lol. My technique was to go downstairs in the kitchen for breakfast, while still in my PJs and a bathrobe. I would put as many sugar cubes as I could in my pockets, and run upstairs and eat them in my room. One day my dad was talking to me, but since I had sugar in my pockets I was feeling guilty, so I tried to just run upstairs, haha. He caught my robe through the staircase railing and sugar cubes just fell out of my pocket. We just stared at each other awkwardly for a couple seconds. Then I went back downstairs. With a flabbergasted face he took my robe and put it upside down. There were a lot of sugar cubes. He told me to get to my room, and I spent the day there since it was a weekend. At dinner, he served my food last and said, "Wait, I have something for you." He went and got the bowl of sugar cubes and put it in front of me and said, "Eat now. There is no need to steal in this home." I was so embarrassed I never took one sugar cubes again. Haha, now we all laugh about it. Accidentally sending a love letter meant for my crush to my entire family group chat. Talk about cringe and awkward family dinners. I was at a party in the woods, keg party bonfire out of the back of pickup trucks, and had to pee. I made my way to the woods line to cop a squat. I was wearing a long ankle-length skirt. Somehow my skirt got tangled up in briars and evergreen branches. The more I tried to free myself, the worse my situation became. Before long my skirt was tangled up around me and almost all the way over my head. I was mummified in my own skirt, my bare ass and bits bared to the world, and my arms tangled in the skirt and trees. After sitting for a few moments just enjoying the breeze, I relented to the fact that I had to call for help. I called out for assistance, and was it my friends that came to my rescue? No, of course not. It just had to be an Adonis of a man, quite possibly a model of some sort. After the initial shock of finding a girl stuck in a tree with her entire nether regions bared to the world, he kindly started helping to detangle me. He ended up having to use his pocket knife to cut parts of my skirt out of briars where I had really done a number getting myself stuck. I was dying of embarrassment. Now I find it hilarious, but at 20 years old I thought it was the end of my existence. When I was 18 I was in a party flirting with two girls. They said something funny and I smirked, releasing a bit of air out my nose. Their face changed completely, so I felt that something was awkward, but didn't know what. I went to the toilet and looked in the mirror and saw a thin string of snot hanging from my nose down to my mouth, but it was so thin that I didn't notice it and kept on speaking to the girls. Back in college, I was rushing to class and slipped on some wet stairs. My skirt got caught on the railing and completely ripped off. Had to walk to my dorm wrapped in my jacket like a dress while other students stared. Still cringe thinking about it. When I was a teenager, I started my period on my then boyfriend's best friend's white couch. I called 2 different teachers' mom in the same day. Oh, and on the phone with my coach, I ended the call by saying bye, love you out of habit. It wasn't me, but you'll never forget this moment from elementary school. One of my classmates pooped in his chair. The mess was massive and the smell was unforgettable. It's been 18 years and I can still remember exactly who it was, the classroom we were in, and even the exam we were taking. Ha ha ha. A true lifetime memory. Hard to say, but I accidentally flirted with my art teacher once in middle school. She was wearing space pants and I used the pickup line, "Your butt is out of this world," for some reason, thinking it was a compliment. Realized what I said, became more flustered and embarrassed than I can ever remember being. Proceeded to apologize for the next 10 minutes. I was the new kid at a new high school and our English teacher assigned us homework the day before senior ditch day, and I said, out loud, "Oh, homework on ditch day." I didn't know ditch day was supposed to be a secret, because at my old school it was a school-sponsored event. It was okay though, because I already had no friends. I was at an appointment to do my written driving test when I busted ass loud enough for the whole facility to hear, and all I could muster up was a meek sorry for the person closest to me and moved away from them. I've no idea how the fart got through my defenses, but the moment it escaped it did so with a gusto and bravado I've never been able to duplicate since. First time seeing my girlfriend's dad in a few years. I love her family. I was hugging everyone and was like on autopilot. He went for the handshake, I went for the hug. I felt his hand hit my stomach and died. I got made fun of nonstop for the whole visit. He's a bit of a stereotypical tough guy and has even said he doesn't think I'm manly enough. And then I did that. Picture this, I was a 12-year-old awkward girl, all arms and legs with zero athletic ability. I played basketball and naturally, no one ever passed me the ball because I was so bad at it. My team was playing a tournament in our parochial school district and we were the last 2 teams left. We were so close to beating them in the last game of the tournament, and then, lo and behold, someone passes me the ball. I'm elated and go running for the basket. People are cheering for me. This is my moment. They weren't cheering for me. They were screaming at me to stop because I was running towards the wrong basket. I shot the winning basket for the other team. I still die inside thinking about it, and am 41 years old. I was 3 and went to Disneyland. I just got to know the word for the male genitalia, and somehow I found it funny to pronounce. So when I was outside the male bathroom, waiting for my dad and grandpa to come out, I caught a glimpse of the line of urinals and men with their penises out. So I pointed at them, looked them straight in the eye, and yelled at the top of my lungs, "Penis." Got a lot of weird stares, but it was funny to see them doing the walk of shame out of the bathroom after being ridiculed by a child.